One of the world's largest global communications groups, Havas, sees the Philippines as one of Asia's high-potential markets, serving as a regional and creative innovation hub. Havas is a French multinational advertising and public relations firm operating in more than 100 countries, including the Philippines. With us now for more is Rana Barua, the Group CEO of Havas India, Southeast Asia, and North Asia. Good to see you, Rana, and welcome back to Manila.
Thank you very much.
All right, so you're seeing the Philippines as a potential for being a regional hub for the creative and innovation industries.
It's true.
Why the Philippines?
Yeah, because I think, Philippines has been, I keep saying it's been very, very productive over the last few years. It's got a phenomenal growth story, at least that's what we've seen in the world of advertising, media, communications. What is also very interesting is that, it's like a proper mix of, it's culturally very, very rich in its tradition and its behavior. And what we are discovering also is that, the language is predominantly, English. So it makes it easier for the communication industry to, kind of start setting up the center of excellences and conversation points. And, over the years, we've seen that the digital adoption has been phenomenal. So the more you progress, when I look at Asia as a whole, and I keep saying one Asia as a story everywhere that, there are many countries around Asia, but then there are one or two which stand out. And for me, Philippines seems to be a well secret, and I need to, really work closely with the team here to make it happen larger.
Well, the Trade Secretary, when I spoke with her earlier this year, made a mention of the creatives industry as one of those with high potential. But then you're coming at a time when governance issues are hounding the community, the government, with people taking to the streets to demand accountability, transparency, and restitution. In what way might that hamper your view, your positive view of the Philippines?
So, in fact, what we've seen, and it's becoming unanimous across the world, right? So it's like, most of the countries that we are working on have some challenges or the other. But I don't think that bothers the industry where media and communication is, as long as we are very clear of our responsibility and why we are here. We are here to look after consumers and brands. And as long as we are right and we are, being clear about our messaging and our job profile, I keep telling all my counterparts, and it's also a global philosophy. We keep into our lines. We are here for our clients, and we are here for the consumers. So I don't think that bothers us a lot. And if there are certain decision making that starts impacting the governance, that's different. Then you have to abide by what the country laws say, or what, because when I look at various countries, they have various strictures and laws that are coming through. And we have to abide by that. We don't necessarily take any challenges on that.
But when you got an economy that's slowing, and we've seen it slow to a low we hadn't seen since 2011, minus the pandemic years at 4%, because of those chief governance concerns, how then would you communicate that to the brands and also the consumers that have already stopped spending because of the lack of trust?
Yeah, so I think, I think there are two questions here. One is naturally what is happening in reality. But what you would find, Kathy, is that the clients and the marketers will keep doing their work. They will always ensure that the brands are spending money. They may have what we call as, ups and downs in terms of the cycle of spends. But, I was asking, this time, how's the pre-Christmas sales going on? I was asking with the team. And people said that last weekend, apparently, it was quite crowded in most of the malls and everywhere. So you may find it in relevance a bit slower, but it's a cycle. It's going to probably come back. And of course, it's linked to what's happening around you. But you would see that, again, when the season changes, people will be back on the streets and the malls, and the brands will be spending again.
So it is a cycle.
Always.
What then does that mean for jobs in terms of, because you're growing here in the Philippines and hoping to turn it into a regional hub? What then would that mean for 2026?
Sure. We are looking, at least from our network side, I think we are looking for a decent expansion plan. And I think the brief to the local management, which is run very aptly by my friend Havas, who runs Philippines, is that we need to look at more expansion plans. We need to expand because, like I said, that the potential is huge. And when I see the neighboring countries and all, I definitely see Philippines playing a much larger role in the region and for the global ecosystem of Havas. So I do see more jobs happening for us. I see more expansion plans. I'm definitely looking for certain mergers and acquisitions. The market is absolutely right for that. Smart entrepreneurs, smart business people. I've met most of them here. I'm hoping to meet many more. You're going to probably see me many more times in this country. it's exciting times, at least from my perspective.
So a percentage increase in jobs versus ASEAN, how are we looking at if we're going to be
Better
the hub?
here, much better here, much better here. The percentage is definitely better here. It's like, if you see India, we are always looking out for jobs, whether it's, even if there's AI, even if there are challenges, we know that jobs are going to happen because there are just so much more we can do in this industry. So I think Philippines is going to see a growth from our side.
All right, we got about a minute. Your fearless forecast for 2026
I
for
think,
the creative and innovation industry.
So very, very aggressively optimistic. Whatever the world says, I think, I keep saying that our business is about ideas. Let's not get carried away with what's happening around us. People keep saying that AI is here, doomsday is here, and all. I keep saying AI is a catalyst, facilitator. It's good for growth. It's good for, must adopt it. Please don't shy away from it. We are going through all our classes at our ages and senior levels. We are understanding how best to use it. But I see storytelling, I see idea generation, I see consumers and brands only spending more because, this is a marketing industry. And, I definitely feel that the more we invest our time in understanding consumers and brands, it's only going to be better for us. So you can call me an eternal optimist, but it's always been like that for me. And I think that's the only way to look at overall industry and life.
All right, well, I look forward to your coming back to Manila
Absolutely.
more often, as you say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kathy.
Rana,
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you.
Rana Barua, the CEO of Havas India, Southeast Asia and North Asia.